Hi everybody, welcome back. I've got a really good friend called Emma and she's just had a baby 2 days ago, baby Zachary. Now Emma loves the Cookie Monster. Ages ago she asked me to do a commission, a painting of the Cookie Monster, and just haven't for one reason or another got round to it. So I'm going to now do this, not for Emma, but I'm going to do it for Zachary, baby Zachary. So I'm going to do a Dutch pour base to start with. I'm going to do white, silver and a little bit of iridescent blue black. Then I'm going to make a stencil out of frog tape, and I'm going to then do another fluid art technique, probably a swipe, something with cells, over the top to create a Cookie Monster and embellish it. So really fun and a real celebration for baby Zachary. I'm going to use a 30cm square canvas. I'm going to do an explosive Dutch pour. So I'm going to put the colours down. I'm going to blow with my hairdryer from the centre outwards to get quite a nice even coverage. Now I want this to be quite subtle. So it's going to be the majority white, but then just with some drizzles of the silver and a little bit of the blue. So the blue black, it's the iridescent blue black by Pebeo, really pretty colour, but I just want that really, it needs to be really subtle. So I'm going to pour, I think I'm just going to pour some of this on to start with, and then just drizzle some silver within it, I think. In fact, if I just, oh, what's that? Just tilt this around a little bit. And then I think I'm just going to drizzle the silver in. Now, I'm trying something new with this painting. I have mixed these paints. They're roughly the same consistency as my Dutch pour, but I haven't mixed them with Flood Floetrol. I've mixed them with PVA. Didn't mean to do that. I've mixed them with PVA glue and water. Purely because this is the base, and as well here in the UK, Flood Floetrol is really expensive, so I'm not convinced I needed it. So I thought I would just try mixing very similar consistency but with PVA glue. So I'm going to try it, PVA glue and water. So I'm just going to get my hairdryer. So when I've used PVA glue in the past, or when I've done experiments, you don't get as many cells, but that's fine. I don't really want the cells because this is the base. This is hopefully just going to be quite subtle in the background. So let's see what happens. Right, I think it's perfect. I'm hesitating because it's so pale. Something in my paint there. I think it will be perfect, but it's just so pale. I'm just going to blow this corner a little bit more because there's a bit too much there still. I'm going to put a little bit more white on there. This is all about the same, but up here I've got a bit more colour. So I obviously want it to look quite uniform and even over the whole painting. Do you know, I've really got to leave this because I think this is perfect. So if you imagine I've got my embellishment in the centre, I'm just going to have a few wisps of colour. The blue doesn't really show at all. It's really just the sort of silvery colour. But you know, I think that's fine. I'm now ready for the next step in the painting. I found a picture of the Cookie Monster, which I think is just perfect. I have cut it out, covered my canvas in green frog tape, drew round the Cookie Monster onto the frog tape, and then I've cut it out with the exception of the cookie and the eyes. So this is the bit I'm going to be paint pouring, the Cookie Monster's body. So I'm going to do the eyes and the cookie a little bit later. So it's quite an intricate shape. I've put the frog tape on and I've heated it up with my hot air gun and just tried to really seal it. So when you heat it up, the glue on the tape becomes a bit stickier and it sticks and it adheres better to the canvas. So I'm just hoping and praying that I've done that enough so that the paint's not going to seep underneath when I pour this on. Now the Cookie Monster is blue, so I've got here 4 different shades of blue. King's blue, phthalo blue, a metallic blue, and I think it's a cyanine blue by Amsterdam. I've mixed them with PVA glue and water. I'll show you the consistency. And they've all got a drop of oil in, of coconut milk hair serum, because I'm going to swipe. So I don't want to get too much paint on here. So the way I can control that best is to drizzle the paint on. So I'm not going to do a flip cup. I'm not going to be tilting. I'm just going to drizzle the colours on. I'm then going to dab them so that all the bare bits of canvas get covered, and then I'm going to swipe it. So I'm just going to drizzle. I want the minimum amount of paint possible, but to get the canvas covered. So all the canvas is now covered. Really happy with the sort of balance of colours. So the good thing about doing this is you don't get just one chunk of dark or one chunk of light. The colours are all really blended nicely. So I'm just going to use some kitchen roll and I'm just going to swipe. Just trying to think how I'd like this to look, because often with swipes you get lines. Certainly when I use one big, unless I just do one massive swipe. I've got a whole piece of kitchen roll here. What if I just did one big swipe? I think it would work. I'd still get some lines going across. I think I'm going to try that. So it's about the right width. So let's just put this down. Right, it's worked perfectly, except for the fact that there it's taken off too much paint and it's obviously pulled here and I can see the bare canvas. So I think it got so heavy with the paint, it's just really dragged it. So yeah, not happy with that. So I'm going to put some more on. I'm going to stick with my original plan, which was to do lots of little lines, little swipes, I think. So more paint on now, and I'm just going to use, as my original plan, I'm going to use the little tiny bits of paper tissue, and I'm going to swipe across. I think I will go on wiggly lines, because then I just think it looks just slightly more natural. And I think what I'm going to do is leave a gap, and then I'll come back in the other direction. This is absolutely beautiful. Really happy with it. I would almost be tempted to leave it like this if there wasn't the silicone in, but I want just a mass of cells now. So let's torch it and see what happens, see what cells pop up. Really happy. Let me try and show you up close. What I like is that you've got the cells, but there's not loads of contrast. So I think this is going to work perfectly for the fur of the Cookie Monster. Really, really pretty cells. Really excited. This is exactly what I was hoping for. So now, fingers crossed this dries well, and hopefully then I'll be able to take up the tape and hopefully have nice crisp edges. So here it is, it's all finished. I'm so happy with it. I had an idea, and often my ideas don't pan out, but this one really has. I could not be happier with it. I've obviously added some text. I've got a Cricut machine which cuts out vinyl stickers. So welcome to the world. My friend's baby is Zachary David. He was £7 3 ounces, born on the 20th of October. So let me take you in for a close-up. One thing to show you, the writing, can you see it's sparkly? It's a bit difficult to see, and those hearts, it's sparkly. So it was this really pretty sparkly black vinyl I used. So the border, you can see I painted it with the metallic blue. I then outlined it with a black pen, just a black Posca pen, just to create a shadow so it looks like a border. The eyes, so I painted the eyes white, gone around them with black, and then varnished the eyes. It's the only bit that I have varnished. So it just gives a shinier appearance. The cookie, I didn't show you on camera, but I used some texture paste, some modelling paste, and smeared it on and then sort of dotted it like this, and it gave a really textured look. Painted it, and then some darker brown for the chocolate chips. And then the actual body of the Cookie Monster is absolutely beautiful. I could not be happier with this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful blend of all four of the blues. I was thinking about putting white in it, but it would have been a total mistake because it would have been too streaky. The colours are really similar enough, that it just works. So when you stand back, you just see the blue, but then when you actually look closer, you see all the really pretty detail. The iridescent blue is in there. So you can see it there in the middle. So yeah, I'm just so happy with it. It took a while, but really happy. Also happy with the backgrounds, because you might remember at the beginning, I thought the background was too plain. It's not, it's absolutely perfect, because it's quite a fussy piece, because you've got the monster and then you've got all the wording and the numbers. So really, really happy. So welcome to the world, baby Zach. Great, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Please hit the thumbs up button if you like it, or you've enjoyed watching the video. Great, take care everyone. Bye.